Hey everybody, I'm Sean Duhamel from Mass Retirees. Welcome to the semi-official end of summer. It's Labor Day weekend. Happy Labor Day, everybody. I hope all of you had a good summer. I know all of us here at the association had a good summer, and we're excited for this fall. We have a lot going on starting next week with our annual meeting, which is, of course, on September 6th, a week from today, at the Lantana, which those of you who are from the greater Boston area or certainly on the South Shore, hopefully you should be familiar with the Lantana. It's in Randolph. It's a function and dance hall. I know my junior prom actually took place at the Lantana, and I grew up down in Plymouth, so it just shows you the reach of the place. But next Friday, September 6th, the meeting kicks off at 11 a.m. We'll have several hundred members in attendance. It's our annual business meeting. So if you are in or around the Randolph area and you can make it, please do. The more the merrier. You're welcome to bring a guest. And more importantly, with any of our meetings, if you have a friend or family member, former coworker, neighbor, who's a public retiree from here in Massachusetts and they're not yet a Mass Retirees member, bring them along with you. Show them what we're all about, and hopefully they'll join. We have approximately 53,000 members, but there are about 200,000 public retirees here in Massachusetts. So, we represent roughly, a quarter or so of the total retiree population, and it's just strength in numbers. The more people we have in this association, the more effective we can be on behalf of everybody. So, bring your friends and neighbors along. It's always a good time. Todd Angeli, who's the singer for the Boston Bruins, you've probably, if you follow the Bruins, you've seen Todd. He will be our guest singer at the meeting. Todd is also a state employee. He's a correction officer, a great guy. So come on down. If for no other reason, if you don't want to see myself or Frank or Bill or any of other Mass Retirees officials, come on down and say hello to Todd and hear his beautiful rendition of the Star Spangled Banner. In addition to that, State Treasurer Deb Goldberg, who's a great personal friend of mine and a great ally of our association going back more than 2 decades. Treasurer Goldberg is going to be our guest speaker this year, and we're delighted to have her. Now, after the 6th, we do have a handful of other area meetings throughout the fall to close out the year, starting down in Plymouth on Friday, September 27th, with the exception of our Pittsfield meeting, which begins at 1 p.m. And we're out in Pittsfield on Friday, October 10th. The Pittsfield meeting, again, starts at 1. We try to have you out of there within 2 hours and, about 90 minutes to 2 hours tops, including Q&A. I promise I'm going to try to reduce my comments at some of these meetings. I can get a little bit wordy at times, I admit that. But we try to get you out of there pretty quick. But all of our other meetings, including our meetings down in Florida, begin at 11 a.m. They usually go from 11 a.m. to about 12:30 to 1 o'clock. The Pittsfield meeting starting at 1 o'clock will go to about 2:30 or 3 o'clock. All of our upcoming meetings are included in the September newsletter, which you should have received over the last couple of weeks. And here we go. I think hopefully you've gotten this, you've read it. Well, chock full of information once again. But the last thing I want to add before I close out for this week, because there's not a lot going on. It's the last day of August. Labor Day weekend's upon us. But we have a lot to look forward to this fall. We hope that sometime in September we're going to have further information that we can share relative to the windfall elimination provision and all of our efforts regarding Social Security and all of the hard work that's taken place over the past few months with our association, our national coalition, and most importantly, Congressman Richie Neal's office and his staff at the House Ways and Means Committee down in D.C. Those folks really did not have a break this summer. They have been working diligently day in and day out, trying to craft a proposal to reform the WEP that we can actually get passed through Congress, both the House and the Senate, and onto the President's desk. That's the goal. So the hope is that sometime in September we'll have a proposal that we can unveil and that we can explain to our members and our national audience of just what this means. In addition to that, we have a lot of activity happening here in Massachusetts. We anticipate that the Joint Committee on Public Service is going to be in sort of rapid fire mode this fall the number of public hearings on the remaining legislation for our association, starting with the cost of living adjustment. We anticipate a hearing on that issue coming up in September. You know from reading the most recent newsletter that we are working on a plan to enhance the COLA, to provide additional COLA benefits within the structures and the foundation of the pension funding schedule. So that's important, and we'll be reporting on these issues. But September, October, November are all going to be very important months, very busy months for our association. We have a lot going on, so stay tuned. But if you are available to attend any of our area meetings, we love to see you. There's no replacement for meeting people in person and just getting to know each other in person, and that gives you the ability to speak directly with us, ask us questions, complain if that's necessary, but we want to hear from you. And again, if you have comments or questions or something you would like to see us address in a future video, leave it in the comments below. If you're not yet an association member and you are a public retiree, please join with us. It's strength in numbers. Our dues are only $35 a year. We keep them as low as we possibly can. We know that our members, the majority of our members, are living on very modest fixed incomes, and it just covers the overhead of our association and our office here on Beacon Hill. So the join button can be found right up here, right above my head, I guess on the right-hand side of your screen. And with that, have a great Labor Day weekend. Hopefully you share it with family and friends and neighbors, and enjoy really what's been a great summer here in Boston. And we look forward to seeing you again really soon. Bye-bye.